How do you keep a good thing going? I think there are certain corners of our society that really love that and look up to longevity.
We seriously need to talk about Taylor Swift because things online are getting wild. Rolling Stone just dropped a fresh article that's got the whole internet buzzing. Fans are saying there's this weird wave of forced hate coming for Taylor. Rolling Stone is spilling that everything might have been way more planned behind the scenes than anyone thought. People are fired up right now. A lot of folks are upset that Taylor hasn't said anything about the White House using her song, especially when artists like Olivia and Sabrina already spoke up. The silence from Taylor's side has everyone talking nonstop, and the drama just keeps building up. I have to say, the storm around Taylor online right now is intense. The backlash feels like deja vu, like those old days when even admitting you like Taylor would make people roll their eyes and say, "You." It's giving serious flashbacks to the era when the internet decided to turn on her during that messy feud with Kim and Kanye. Back then, people painted her as some snake or crybaby, when in reality, years later, it came out that Kim edited the phone call between Taylor and Kanye to make him look innocent. That call was about Kanye's lyrics in Famous, and Kim's edit flipped the whole story, making Taylor look like a liar when she wasn't. It's wild how that narrative still follows her after all this time.
How do you keep a good thing going? I think there are certain corners of our society that really love that and look up to longevity. There are also corners that are like, give someone else a turn. Can't you just go away so we can talk about how good you were? And I'm like, I don't want to.
As time passed, people started seeing Kanye in a whole new light, and that shift totally changed how folks viewed Taylor too. But honestly, it was during COVID when everything flipped for her. When she dropped Folklore and Evermore, people were shocked, like, wait, she's actually that good. Suddenly, her songwriting hit different. Fans were connecting to her lyrics on a deeper level, not just jamming to shake it off. Then came the Eras Tour, and wow, that was a global takeover. The attention she got was unreal. Stadiums packed, fans screaming, every show trending online. But with all those new eyes on her, the noise started getting louder. Some people began accusing her of blocking other artists from the charts, saying stuff like she should give others a chance or even go away. Can you believe that? Taylor actually talked about this when she was on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert this week. She laughed it off but made it clear she's not going anywhere. "I don't want to go away," she said proudly. That's the energy. And through all that chatter, she's never slowed down. She dropped the Tortured Poets department right in the middle of her Eras tour. And then this year, she released The Life of a Showgirl. That album stirred up tons of mixed reactions. Some fans think it really separated the real ones from the casuals. Taylor's still out here doing her thing, louder than ever. Some fans who only fell in love with Taylor during her Folklore and Evermore era weren't exactly vibing with her new sound. And honestly, I get it. Those albums had a totally different mood. But wow, people went hard on her after The Life of a Showgirl dropped. The backlash was instant. Critics online were calling her out not just for the album, but for a bunch of other things they've been holding against her lately. It turned into this whole wave of judgment that just wouldn't stop. Even before the album dropped, the pressure was already building. Fans were openly frustrated, saying she doesn't use her huge platform to speak up on major world issues. Some said they couldn't understand why someone with her kind of influence would stay silent when her voice could reach millions. Others tried to defend her, suggesting she stays quiet for her own safety. But not everyone thought that was a good enough reason. The debate has been nonstop. And then came her newest docu-series on Disney+. And wow, that reignited everything. Viewers started saying the show actually explains why Taylor avoids speaking out. The first episode dives deep into what she went through trying to get back on stage after those horrifying incidents in Vienna and Southport during the Eras tour. She opens up about the sheer fear and emotional toll after learning that her Vienna concerts were targeted in a terror plot. A chilling discovery that forced her to cancel the shows to keep her fans safe.
So Taylor Swift just put out a necklace on her merch website promoting her newest single off her new album, The Life of a Showgirl, and that necklace, I'll upload a picture in just a second. So Opalite was the only song I actually liked on the album, my first listen through, and then I came on TikTok and I saw many Black female creators talking about the racial undertones that they heard in the song Opalite. And I am in the business of listening to Black women. I think they would know what a microaggression sounds like against them way better than I ever could. And so my conclusion was that maybe Swift did not mean to be cruel or racist in the song. However, she is in a position of power. She should have known better. She should have understood that people would take it that way. And that's unfortunate. And I decided I was not going to stream the album anymore, right? Okay, so then today she puts out this. And yeah, actually, you know what? I do think the song Opal Light is completely intentionally racial. And I am sick. What the? What the? Okay, so this is the necklace promoting the song. There's a lyric where they say that they're dancing and the lightning strikes, so hence the lightning. And then we've got an opal light, I guess, in the center. Okay, so here's my problem immediately. So these lightning bolts are not normal lightning bolts. They are specifically SS lightning bolts. Okay, it is not ambiguous. That is exactly what it is. And then if you'll look, there are 8 of them. Why does that matter? Because H is the 8th letter in the alphabet. Many put 8, meaning Hitler. They'll put it in their bios. They'll tattoo it on their bodies. They'll put it on their motorcycles, their leather jackets. My dad was in a white supremacist gang. He had these tattooed on his body.
And as if that wasn't heartbreaking enough, the episode also covers the tragedy at a Taylor Swift-themed dance and yoga class in Southport, England, where 3 young girls lost their lives in a brutal attack. It's heavy, emotional, and shows the dark side of fame that most people never see. The loss weighed heavy on Taylor's heart as she kept touring, and you can see it in the docuseries.
Just for reference, this is an SS lightning bolt. These are not SS lightning bolts. Clearly, she has no clue what the flip she's talking about. She goes on to say that the star looks like an iron cross. This is an iron cross, which it does not look like that. And also, the iron cross is used today by Jesuits, which are a denomination of Catholics, and other denominations of Christianity, so it's not purely a hate symbol. She goes on to talk about how there are 8 lightning bolts, and that's a symbol for, which it is, but you know, there are 8 lightning bolts because that's the way that they were spaced out, the way that it lined up. It's not like 8 is this super obscure specific number that she chose. It just is. And the Onyx Night Opal Light Skies thing is very, very much a metaphor for being shrouded in the darkness versus being in the light and being happy, so it's really a reach to call her racist.
The episode shows her trying to push through the grief, the anxiety, and that crushing feeling of responsibility that came after everything that happened. She leans hard on her team and her loved ones, even meeting with the victims' families backstage. And you can tell just how hard it was for her to get back on stage after such heartbreaking events. For so many viewers, it finally put things into perspective. They started realizing how real the safety risks are for Taylor, and that staying quiet on certain issues might not be a choice. It could be a matter of protection. But of course, not everyone's seeing it that way. Even with the deeper look from the docuseries, plenty of people are still calling her out, saying that the safety explanation doesn't fully justify her silence. The debate online is intense. That same criticism came roaring back when the White House used her music in one of their videos. Fans were quick to ask why Taylor seemed okay with her songs being linked to political messages, while she personally stayed silent. It didn't take long before comparisons started flying. Names like Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, and SCA got brought up fast. People pointed out that they spoke out when their music was used without permission for government-related content. The most talked about moment? The White House recently used one of Sabrina Carpenter's songs in a 14-second clip, a video that showed people being chased and detained by ICE officers. It was deleted quickly, but the damage was done. Sabrina didn't hold back either. She went straight to the comments and wrote, "This video is evil and disgusting. Do not ever involve me or my music to benefit your inhumane agenda." That reaction set social media on fire, and people instantly began asking, why hasn't Taylor said anything like that? The White House drama didn't stop there. Things got even messier. They also posted a clip on Instagram using a bit of an Olivia Rodrigo song, and it showed people being detained and seemingly deported. Olivia wasted no time calling it out. She jumped straight into the comments and wrote, "Don't ever use my songs to promote your racist, hateful propaganda." The internet went wild after that. Then it was Eze's turn to get dragged into it. The White House shared a TikTok featuring a montage of ICE officers chasing and handcuffing people, all set to her music. Someone from her label came forward fast, slamming the move and saying, "Trying to provoke artists to respond in order to help spread propaganda and political agendas is nasty business. Knock it off." That statement shook social media. SZA herself didn't hold back either. She tweeted, "White House rage-baiting artists for free promo is peak dark inhumanity and shock and awe tactics, evil and boring." People couldn't stop talking about it. Some fans began wondering if maybe Taylor's silence was strategic. Like maybe she's avoiding the trap, not wanting to feed into what she sees as bait. After all, that's exactly what SCA and her team accused the White House of doing. But still, not everyone's buying that explanation. A lot of people feel like Taylor's silence just makes it worse. That by not saying anything while her song gets used, it looks like she's fine with it. And of course, the internet's doing what it always does, spiraling into wild theories. Some have even accused her of secretly being a Trump supporter, linking it to her relationship with Travis Kelce, and claims that his family leans that way. But let's not forget, Taylor publicly endorsed Kamala Harris in 2024 and has spoken out against Trump before. He even fired back, saying he likes her music 25% less. Now, the chaos around her name just never seems to stop. When it comes to Travis, he mostly stays out of politics, but that silence rubs a lot of people the wrong way. And just when things were already tense, Taylor's Life of a Showgirl era dropped, and the internet turned into chaos again. Fans started accusing her of throwing shade at Travis's ex through some of the lyrics, and then came the whole necklace drama. She had this silver lightning bolt necklace for sale on her website, and people instantly called it problematic. The backlash blew up overnight. The noise got so loud that the necklace was eventually pulled from her store. Some fans defended her, saying the design was being overanalyzed, but the internet wasn't having it. Critics were dragging her for everything. Being a billionaire, the album's tone, even her relationship choices. It was like the internet had decided it was Bash Taylor Week, and nobody was holding back. But then, things took a wild turn. Rolling Stone dropped an article that flipped the whole story. According to their report, the necklace outrage might not have even been real, at least not entirely. They revealed that this whole anti-Taylor narrative could be part of a coordinated online smear campaign. Crazy, right? The article claimed there's actual data showing that bot networks and fake sock puppet accounts were used to spread and amplify the harshest takes about Taylor. Basically, the outrage might have been engineered. Rolling Stone got this info from GIA, a behavioral intelligence startup that tracks how reputation attacks blow up online. In their white paper, GIA said they analyzed over 24,000 posts and 18,000 accounts across 14 platforms between October 4th, the day after The Life of a Showgirl came out, and October 18th. And get this, they shared all of that data first with Rolling Stone. That means some of the internet's biggest hate waves toward Taylor might not even be real fans talking. Just bots trying to drag her name through the mud. Wild stuff. According to the data, the findings were shocking. The firm discovered that only 3.77% of all accounts online were responsible for driving nearly 28% of the entire conversation about Taylor and her new album during that period. That tiny group of accounts wasn't just random fans, they were clearly coordinated. They were the ones pushing the most intense and inflammatory Taylor content, from wild conspiracy theories about her supposed hidden messages to exaggerated claims about her lyrics, and even posts twisting her relationship with Travis Kelce into something political or problematic. The craziest part? A lot of that content was disguised as leftist critique, even though it was all part of the same targeted wave. But not everyone wanted to believe it. Some people were offended by the report, saying, "Oh, so just because I have an opinion that's not pro-Taylor, I'm automatically a bot now?" The internet got divided fast. Others, though, tried to break it down calmly. They explained that sure, real people can have critical opinions, that's normal. But these bots are the ones planting and pushing certain narratives, making people think about Taylor in a certain way before they even realize it. Basically, the bots start the rumor and real people accidentally carry it further. That's how the hate snowballed into something way bigger than it should have been. Of course, some folks just genuinely don't like Taylor. That's always been the case. But what this report suggested is that a big portion of the outrage might have been amplified on purpose. The whole situation proves how easily the internet can twist a conversation and make it look like everyone is mad, when it's really just a few voices shouting the loudest. At the end of the day, the chatter around Taylor this year has been massive, and it's clearly deeper than just the music. It's a mix of real opinions, fake accounts, and non-stop noise. And honestly, both things can be true at once. Taylor's always been a lightning rod for attention, and yeah, some of the criticism she gets is fair, but a lot of it, straight manufactured chaos. Now, with all these new conspiracy theories and rumors about coordinated smear campaigns in the mix, things are getting wild again. It doesn't mean every negative opinion about Taylor is fake, Not at all. It just shows how blurry the line has become between real conversation and manipulated narratives. Fans are all over the internet right now, trying to defend her, fact-checking posts, and debating what's real and what's not. It's pure chaos online. When that Rolling Stone article dropped, people lost it. Some were shocked, saying it finally made sense, while others claimed it was all just her PR team trying to clean up her image by blaming bots for the hate. The back and forth has been nonstop. No matter what side you're on, one thing's clear. The noise around Taylor has never been louder. Meanwhile, fans who watched her new Disney Plus docuseries are rallying behind her. They're saying they can't understand why she's getting so much hate, especially after seeing how raw and emotional she was in those first 2 episodes. The documentary shows such a human side of her. The pain, the pressure, the real emotions behind the fame, and it's got people tearing up. So what do you think? Have you noticed this whole new wave of Taylor backlash blowing up online? And if you've been a fan for a while, does it feel kind of like deja vu? Like the days back when everyone was picking sides between Taylor and Kim and Kanye? Because honestly, it's starting to feel like that energy is creeping back again. And if you've checked out her docu-series on Disney Plus, only 2 episodes are out right now, tell me what you think in the comments. Does it change how you see her? Or do you think the criticism is still fair? I seriously want to hear your take on all this. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, drop a comment, and share this video with your friends, because we need to talk about what's really going on with Taylor Swift right now. You guys are amazing, and I'll catch you in the next one.